Today, there's going to be a pair of wide receivers looking to make big plays on the field. It's Jones's Falcons going up against Benjamin's Panthers. With that, we head up to Charlotte, where we'll hook up with our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis at Bank of America Stadium. Gentlemen.
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. And we say hi again, everybody. Brandon Gaudin here as we count down to kickoff. I turn to my partner, that's Charles Davis. And Charles, Larry pointed out in the open, we've got a pretty good matchup of wide receivers here this afternoon, don't we?
And those guys have such a big impact on the game nowadays. We know it's a throwing game, but the guys who can go up and get it, the guys who can break tackles after the catch and make bigger plays, oh yeah, they love spotlight as well. They want the football, they want the attention.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. Fozzie Whitaker now on the return. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So here are the defending NFC champs on offense now. They'll be led out by the former Auburn man, Charles, hard to believe, already in his 6th year now, Cam Newton.
And every eye in the stadium goes to him as soon as he appears, doesn't it? There are very few players that have that type of effect. Doesn't matter whether he comes out for warm-ups, or he's come out for the game, to start the game the first time on the field. All eyes on number one, and rightly so. He may be the best player in the game.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll run the option left. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Stewart. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. And on the tackle, Jonathan Babineau. And what about this offense, Charles? Specifically, what about Jonathan Stewart?
He makes sure everything goes. Put the ball in his chest and watch him run. Can run with power inside, but has enough speed that when he gets outside, he can cause a lot of trouble.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Newton on 3rd down. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. A very solid gain of 27.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now a first down throw for Newton. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 2nd down. And here now the defensive starters for Atlanta.
Vic Beasley's a very talented outside linebacker whose number one task, rush the passer. But he has the athletic ability to drop into coverage.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On 2nd down, here's Newton. Caught on the left side by Ginn. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now Newton on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And the inaugural carry here for Fozzie Whitaker. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. Throwing on third down, Newton. And that is incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Now Graham Gano to try the Panther field goal. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And Gano's kick is right through. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that one. Their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope that good things are in store here today.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And out comes Matt Ryan ready to lead Atlanta. And the Falcons in Week 15, they were facing a defense that has struggled this year, the 49ers, and they dominated, putting up 41 points. Matt Ryan threw a couple of touchdown passes. You called that game. This is a guy that you say not only having a great year, but a good guy to talk to in the production meetings, isn't he?
He's fantastic. Everything about Matt Ryan, because he gets that we have a job to do. He loves football, loves talking about it. He's not going to give away any state secrets. He's smarter than that. But he also is going to take his time and think about his answers and try and give you something. I really like that about him. But I like even better his game. 32 touchdown passes this year against 7 interceptions through Week 15.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. All right, let's look at the offense. Devontae Freeman, this is a guy that you wanted to talk about, so take it away.
Brandon, have you seen a running back play with such joy as well as such fury? I love the way he runs the football and attacks defenses.
Now Ryan on second down. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. And the starting crew defensively for Carolina.
Charles Johnson off the edge. A long day for any offensive tackle.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. On third down, Ryan. He's got time in the pocket. It's caught. Jones. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
I know that's their first connection in this game, but you and I both know that Julio Jones is without a doubt his quarterback's favorite target.
Oh, yeah, Matt Ryan loves this guy, and who wouldn't?
Yeah, and the reason that he's that is because of his dependability. And quarterbacks have to have that from their receivers, meaning they know where they're going to be when they're running certain routes. They don't break them on them. They don't change them up and do their own freelance stuff and put their quarterbacks in bad situations. Matt Ryan has ultimate trust in Julio Jones.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
In Week 14, Devontae Freeman had 6 carries for 6 yards. You think he spent a long week burning for more carries and a chance to redeem himself a little bit?
He got it. What do you have in Week 15? 20 for 139, I think.
And 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, 3 touchdowns.
He actually had a fumble on the goal line early in the game and was very upset thinking he may not get the same number of carries.
And Freeman lost the football. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And the Panthers coming out now. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They start on the ground. This is Stewart on 1st. And he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Have they come up with a nickname for just Jonathan Stewart? Remember when it was double trouble when he's running with D'Angelo Williams in Carolina? But boy, what a year he had in 2015.
Yeah, it was just 11 yards shy of 1,000, so close, but kind of stepped out of that shadow, didn't he?
Certainly did, and gave the Panthers a real identity running the ball.
They go back to Stewart on 1st. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll go as a gain of 12. And that leads to a Carolina first down.
That's what I love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Stewart is the lone setback. On first down, it's Newton. And caught left side, Olsen. And he's brought down. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a Carolina first.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
In the red zone this time. Now Stewart on first down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Here's Newton now on second down. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Well, they brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
Now Newton. They'll hit Whitaker in the flat. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside, not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the 1st. First and goal here from the 2. Trying to punch it in, Stewart. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Jonathan Stewart taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Graham Gano on for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it's capped off by a Jonathan Stewart run. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it. I know it's a word that we tend to overuse, but Freeman can be awfully explosive with the ball in his hands.
He showed at the beginning of last year. He had 10 touchdowns the first couple months. The Falcons themselves were red hot, then sort of went down the tubes a little bit toward the end.
Yeah, their team's record and his production declined the same way, but I really like his overall game.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
First and 10, it's Ryan. He's got time. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Second and just one. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Second and one, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Freeman again, a first down carry. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They will run again with Coleman. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on fourth down.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point. So no problems converting there.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. To the field, here come the Panthers. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep. When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. On second down, they run with Stewart. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've hit the end of quarter one. 10-3 the score. We're back to Uptown Charlotte after this timeout.
The NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Head & Shoulders. Shoulders were made for greatness, not dandruff.
With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They're staring up at a 3rd and 9 to start it out. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton finding time. Caught left side by Funchess. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. Here's the Panthers punter now. Back deep for the Falcons is Eric Weems. Fielded just inside the 20. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Falcon football as they take possession. And here now come the Falcons. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
On 2nd down, Freeman. Oh, nice move. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there out of the running game. 31 yards. And the man who helped Florida State to a national title in 2013, Freeman, reeling off a nice run.
I remember when he came out of school and I was evaluating him for the NFL draft. I loved a lot of his game. Run it, catch it, block. But I loved how hard he played. He played every play as if it were his last, and that ran him to the Pro Bowl after the 2015 NFL season.
Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. He'll get the football here. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up the play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan surveying the field. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. Stewart is the lone setback. And he'll get it up the middle. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. On 1st down, Newton. Caught on the left side by Ginn. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense, exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes, even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
Offense needs 11. Have to think pass here on 3rd down. Throwing again is Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And now a 1st down following that long gain. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
They go play action with Stewart. Now Newton. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Love the effort. Love the dramatics. Getting the feet down. How about a little step shuffle along the sideline there, almost like a great ballet dancer or a tap dancer. All for no gain, though?
I was going to say, it's so pretty, and it gets you nothing. A shotgun snap for Newton. He's got time in the pocket and unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. And that was incomplete, but I don't know how much of that falls on the quarterback. He was pressured.
Brandon, the rush showed up so fast, the quarterback had no chance to get the ball downfield.
So now off goes Newton, and on comes the kicker, Graham Gano. From the right hash, this from 53. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Tackle made by Thomas Davis. Third down now following the run. From the gun on third down, Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And on 2nd and 10 now. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it. And that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
On third down, Ryan. He's got Sanu. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. On the counter, Devontae Freeman. Down right around the 25. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Second down following the run. Freeman again. And he's got some space here. Spinning again. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line.
And we all know it's turned into a passing league in the NFL, but that doesn't mean people still don't like to run the football. When you run it that successfully, your offensive line is fired up. What they want to do each and every game is run block. Get out and smack some people. I would say go ahead and run it again.
So it'll be first down here after the run. They'll run here with Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Here's Bryant for the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends in a touchdown run from Devontae Freeman. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Carolina getting set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And it looks like this will likely be the last play before we hit the 2-minute warning.
Let's see if they can sneak one more good play in before the 2-minute signal.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Larry Ridley will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Here's Newton now on second down. And Olsen over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now a first down throw for Newton. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. On second down, here's Newton. He's got time. All kinds of time. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Throwing on 3rd down. Newton finding time. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into Atlanta territory. That one goes for 36 yards. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. Draw play, Newton to Stewart. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down. To throw on second down is Newton. It's going to be caught with the 10-yard line. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Kelvin Benjamin from 17 yards out. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Gano for the extra point. And he gets it to go, and we're all even, 17 apiece. So this drive spans 7 plays, and the end result, a Panthers touchdown. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Here's Eric Weems now on the return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. First and 10, it's Ryan. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. And the offense lining up first and 10. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Throwing again, Ryan. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. 6 yards still to go here on 2nd and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout. And now they get set to line up as we resume action. Defense may be thinking pass. They come out in the nickel on 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Ryan. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the kick for the 41-year-old is up and good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So they kick it through to take the lead. There is a little bit of time left, though, here in the 2nd quarter.
And while they're concerned about not giving up a big return or giving up points themselves going into the half, how good do they feel, though, putting points on the board themselves right near the end of the first half?
Here's Bosher to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry.
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. The Panthers right now have a time of possession advantage, but it has not led them to taking control of this game. The Falcons, though, are still right in this game and will certainly be looking for a way to pull this one out in the second half. So let's take a look at the highlights from the first half. Following the forced fumble, Stewart's going to stay between the tackles, and he'll go in from 2 yards out. Panthers push the lead to 10. Now to early in the second. The pass is completed into tight coverage, and it's caught for the score. Falcons tied up at 10. Falcons on 1st and 5. Freeman's going to take it up the middle, and he capped off the long drive with a touchdown. Falcons up by a touchdown. 3rd down from the 46. The catch over the middle by Olsen, and he won't be brought down until he makes it to the 18-yard line. Panthers still on the field. The quick pass and completion is made, and he capped off the long drive with a TD. Panthers all tied now at 17.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Third quarter starts with a run by Freeman. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3. A 20th carry now for Freeman. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Charles Johnson's stock in trade is coming off the edge and getting to the quarterback. He knows how to make some of those subtle moves inside to help in the run game, and he did it right there.
He's an athlete back in high school, played football, basketball, track, so he's a mobile guy.
Mobile guy, made a nice play against the run. And the Panthers bring in their nickel set as they try to defend here on 3rd down.
5 defensive backs. They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan surveying the field. Trying to lay one up deep. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. All right, Greg Olsen getting ready to trot out there for another drive. And we roll the highlights of the game he's had. You know, when we talk about wide receivers and how you shut them down, what about when you have a tight end like this having a game? How do you stop him defensively?
It really changes what you're trying to do because defensively you're worried more about the wideouts. Okay, how are we going to cover them? The running backs, how are you going to shut them down? But the tight end is that elusive, unique player. Linebacker cover him, cornerback cover him, safety covering him. Always has the advantage. Usually has final answer against anyone who tries to defend him.
They'll start the drive with a run by Stewart. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. This is Stewart again. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on 3rd down. They'll try and run it. Here's Stewart. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
And, partner, when you run the ball on 3rd and 2, you're telling the whole world you've got nothing but confidence in your offensive line and your runner, and you expect to get it. But they were stuffed on that play. Only got 1 yard. Great job by the defensive front. The linebackers, everyone got involved to force a 4th down.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Here's the Panthers defense as they get set to go again. They did their job last go-around, forced the punt, hoping for more of that here.
They got off the field. That's exactly what they wanted to accomplish. Get off the field, turn the ball over to their offense, and kick back and enjoy a little bit of water and rest before they have to go back out there again.
Back out there now and hoping to hurry up and get more water and rest. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. 12 yards on the pickup, and it'll give the Falcons a first down.
Partner, I think that play echoed a short yardage run. I know they were backed against their own goal line, but when they stack the defensive line like that, if you find any type of a crease, you're up to the third level before you know it.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
6 yards here to go for the offense on second down. Now Ryan on second down. He's got time in the pocket. And it's incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. Third down here. Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. He's got time. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. And when these two are clicking, Ryan and Jones, and we've seen multiple hookups here in this one, usually their offense is clicking, and that's why they're winning.
Yeah, they tend to follow what those two do. They set the tone for either a good day or maybe a tougher day. And right now, we're seeing an excellent game because those two are finding each other. Doesn't matter where on the field, they're making plays.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And finding the tight end, Hooper. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
10 yards still left on second down. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Now Ryan on first down. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Second down now after the pass completion. Coleman, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that. And that really chips away at your confidence.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They go play action now. Ryan. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Bryant now to tack on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Looking to get the ground game going with Stewart. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. The tight end, Ed Dixon, was the target. And it's 3rd down. It's 3rd down, 6 yards to go for the offense. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton completes it to Dixon. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Another run for Stewart. He's been busy. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Here's Newton. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. They'll run the option left. And now he'll tuck it and run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
In this case, I would love to be an offensive coordinator and draw designed runs for Cam Newton.
Absolutely. And he can obviously throw it. He can pass. I mean, heck, 2015 first quarterback in NFL history. Over 30 touchdown passes and over 10 touchdown runs. He can do it all.
He's the ultimate weapon, isn't he?
They stay on the ground. This time it's Stewart. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. Six yards to go here on 2nd down. They keep it on the ground again to Stewart. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
4 down, 4 down. Set, ready? 45 to light. Put it up. Bring it up. Bring it. Bring it up.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Adrian Claiborne able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14.
And on 1st and goal, they decided to throw for it, but the coverage was excellent. And he kept holding the ball, hoping someone would shake free. Instead, he's hit and drop. And now, they're not even in the red zone anymore.
And just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. On 2nd down, here's Newton. It's caught right side, Dixon. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Whitaker. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Losing 4 yards that time. And now it's 4th down.
Brandon, it's easy to make decisions from right up here where we are, right in the cheap seats. But let's be frank about this one. This isn't even a decision as far as I'm concerned. They have to go for it here. Field goal does you almost no good as time's running out in the game. If you want to win, you have to be aggressive here.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Gano's kick is right through. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3-and-out.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. Here's Weems to return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
But they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
It's a give to Freeman running right. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I've got zero rooting interest in this game, but this is a lot of fun to watch. When you watch a guy get with his offensive line and have that great relationship, and I think it has to have been built during the week, during training camp, throughout the season, sitting and watching tape together, finding where their creases are, the gaps, knowing how guys are going to block, and right now, he's almost unstoppable.
On first down, Ryan. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Mario Addison in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
On second down, Ryan finding time. The left side completion to Jones. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. A lot of time in the pocket there, and the quarterback able to find an open throwing lane, and he delivered.
What a terrific job by the guys up front, able to tamp down the pass rush that they've been getting all day.
Let's see what the defense dials up here. 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. They come out here in the I. They run. Devontae Freeman. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Sanu with a grab over the middle. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Here's Coleman on the toss. Oh, the spin. And he'll cut it to the right sideline. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. And it's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. 1st and goal. Defense with their back. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman taking it in. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And Charles, he's able to dive in there in a short yardage situation.
Just find a place to get to the end zone. Didn't matter where it was, but once he did, used his nose for the end zone and dove in.
Here's Bryant for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. On 1st and 10, Newton. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
2nd and 10, Newton again. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. On 1st down, it's Newton. Benjamin's got it. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Second down and 4. Newton throwing again. Surveying the field. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. A lot of time there, partner, in the protected pocket, and he was able to deliver.
The guys protecting the passer have allowed him plenty of time to go through his progressions and find open receivers.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a 1st down throw for Newton. And to the tight end, Olsen, right side. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. Jonathan Stewart, his 20th carry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. But this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early.
False start, offense. Still 2nd down.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Here's Newton now on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
Time for a break. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. We're back to finish this one off after this. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Newton, 4th down. A dump off here to Stewart. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Give him 9 on the play. And the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal. Now Newton. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
And they put it in the end zone, which was job 1. Now they have to convert. And then it's decision time, isn't it?
Yeah, so this is what all teams go through. You look at the clock, you're inside 2 minutes. Look at your timeouts. Make that onside kick decision.
Yeah, how do you feel about your defense, where you are in terms of the scoreboard, and the time left on the clock, as you noted. So many things to go through.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So that one a long 11-play drive. And Carolina scores to cap it off. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Here's Weems to return. Oh, spinning away. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. This is Freeman. So quick on the spin. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now it's Freeman. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. Freeman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
It's really come into vogue to talk about the different gaps that the defense tries to attack in an offensive line. And most of the time we're talking about blitzes. How many times have you heard double A-gap blitz? Well, where is the A-gap? It's the space between the center and the guards, either side. So when you're having a double A-gap blitz, that's two guys coming through that gap. In this situation, though, that A-gap wasn't open for the defense to exploit. The offensive line took care of it, protected it, and moved the defensive guys out of the way to allow for that nice run.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Well, recent memory, the Panthers have made Uptown Charlotte a very tough place to come into and get a victory. But they were able to get that done in this one. Not an easy task.
In their sprint to the Super Bowl in the 2015 season, they didn't lose a game in this stadium. So this is a monumental achievement to roll in there and beat the Panthers.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from Charlotte.